All right, now we're getting ready to get into the top 5 players with the most to prove on offense. I'm sure y'all gonna be surprised by some of these, so make sure you check this out.
Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and prime. Well, hello, who's next? Are you capping, talking sauce, do your words match your video? Well, hello, who's next? Can't nobody stop us cause we bumped and prime.
Welcome back. Welcome to a Buffed in Prime. It's CT the Fan, T Cal. We here. Patreon, you seeing this first. Appreciate you guys. 200 strong in there. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys. Look, if you want to get this content early before it hits YouTube, you got to join Patreon. We got the private live chats. Man, we keep it busy. They get all the film breakdown first. We got 3 tiers, and y'all better jump in before T Cal get to messing with them numbers. What's up, T Cal?
Yeah, like I keep saying, man, the people that are in, y'all locked in, y'all price is good, but yeah, no, they're going up for sure. But yeah, we got a ton of stuff in the Patreon as far as CT's favorite tier, which is our highest tier, the Buff Bets and Buff Fantasy, where we talk fantasy football, have our own fantasy football rankings, our betting. We're gonna have weekly betting shows for NFL, college football. But as we get closer to the season, that price is going up. I can promise you that. If I can promise you nothing else. So right now we're offering future bets. So we're going over future bets for NFL, college football bets that you can do today that can make you money once the season starts.
Yeah.
As CT says, that's the only tier that will pay for itself. If you end up winning. But yeah, we go through all of that, and we have a private chat where we talk bets and different odds and stuff like that. So just a ton of good content. And yeah, we're over 200 strong in there as of recording of this. So man, we appreciate y'all. And we are less than 100 away from making CT quit. Hashtag
full-time Buff and Prime.
Full-time Buff and Prime. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on there. And just so you know, this video is brought to you by. Make sure I get this banner.
We got a sponsor, y'all.
This video is brought to you by Clear Growth Credit Solutions, credit repair. We offer 100% money back guarantee. All the states below listed are the ones serviceable. You can go to the link in the description of this video or to our page, and you can sign up for a free credit analysis before you agree to anything else. And credit is super important, especially when trying to buy a house, trying to get a car, anything, personal loans, utilities, cell phone, everything. And I specialize in getting people in homes. These are some of my properties that I own. So I understand how important credit is. So we got this set up to help people increase their credit scores and get set up in the right situation. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. So top five most approved on offense. And this list may surprise people. I got people on here for different reasons. I got, their attributes on there, and as well as cons that I think they need to work on, and what other people, around just the general population are saying. So yeah, let's get to it. But make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is important for the growth of the channel.
Yes,
so you guys can get more frequent videos, more frequent everything. Patreon, we appreciate y'all so much. Love y'all. And yeah, let's talk about it. So top five players with the most to prove on offense. At number 1, I have Shedeur Sanders. And this may surprise some people. It may not
surprise me.
It may surprise some people, but I feel like he's definitely the most talked about Buff this offseason for a few reasons. Man, my mic was all the way over here. But yeah, he's definitely the most talked about Buff for a few reasons. And a few of those being one, he had a great start to last season, and then you saw things trail off as far as Colorado's wins and stuff like that for reasons unknown to me. Like I talk to you about all the time, wins become a quarterback stat. And I didn't know quarterbacks played defensive line, offensive line, corner, safety, middle linebacker. So I'd never understand the attributing wins to a quarterback. We'll never understand that. So, but that's something people have been talking about. Then we have the Carson Beck thing where people moved him ahead of Shedeur as far as being the top quarterback in college football. Y'all can go check that video out. It's in our live videos. That was spicy. So let's talk about it.
Look, let's.
You go. Oh, you knock it out. Perfect.
Yeah, let's check it out. Shedeur Sanders, man, got sacked 52 times. You could just go back and watch the games, man. USC games, man. The trenches. But he still managed to throw for 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Crazy. Projected number one. Buffton Prime got him projected number one quarterback to go in the NFL draft next year.
I mean, most places that know those some do, but it started tearing recently,
they
so it started changing.
Back. Yeah. So for just a little side note, hey, that's a nice little prop bet. Best games: TCU, Nebraska, USC. Right? He definitely showed up. Showed that he belongs. Like all this hype, like he struggled. You get sacked 52 times. Worst game: Oregon and UCLA. I say that's because at that point Colorado was one dimension. When you can't run the ball, and all they got to do is play the pass, it just happens. And Oregon is the elite team, so I don't take nothing from Oregon. You're going against an elite team, so hey, that's what they gonna do. Man, I'm excited. I think Shedeur is gonna be in New York on that Heisman stage. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I agree. I mean, if he doesn't, then outside of the politics of voting and stuff, but he has the most to prove because of how he started last season, how everyone started hyping him, and then what everyone else seemed to think was a fall off. But he has a brand new offensive line that is highly touted.
Thanks.
The receiver room is way better than it was last year.
Receiver room in God mode, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely different. So if Shedeur doesn't succeed this year, then it is 1,000% on him. There's no excuses of, hey, he didn't have a good O-line or there was option routes and the receivers, like everything is set up for him to win. So if he doesn't win, then it's going to look really bad. So that's why I have him number one on players with the most to prove, because like you just talked about, he did these stats with a bad offensive line. So now we're getting a good offensive line. We believe his stats would have been insane,
well over 4,000 yards. He's
much better.
Stupid numbers,
yeah, way better with the better offensive line. So if he doesn't meet or exceed those expectations, then it'll have effect on his draft stock for sure. So his pluses: accuracy, extremely accurate, really, really, really accurate, and he's also accurate throwing on the run, which a lot of quarterbacks aren't. And I'm talking throwing on the run to his right and to the left, which is his weak side, and where he throwing on the run to the right's a lot easier than the left, because when you're going to the left, your hips and feet aren't set up the best way for you to be able to throw right-handed. But like that play we saw against Nebraska, where he threw that to crazy throw, has really good arm strength. I'm curious to see how far he can throw the ball. I think the furthest I saw on film last season was maybe like 55, 57, which is, really good arm strength. But elite arm strength is like 65 to 70 range. Like that's like crazy.
Michael Vick, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Mahomes.
And you rarely see a guy throw his furthest in a football game. Like it just usually doesn't happen like that. So, but I am curious to see more of those, to see how good his arm strength actually is. Other thing is his poise. And he's poised like the Colorado State game is the best example of that. With fourth quarter, 98 yards to go. Do you panic? Do you give the game away, or do you make a play? And
you go Brady mode.
After play after play after play. So that was a really good one. Same with Arizona State. Mobility. Something I didn't know was a plus for him before the season.
Exactly. I learned that last season. I was like, man, oh yeah.
He can roll. Yeah.
Yes, he can roll.
Yeah. He can roll a lot more than I expected. So I was really surprised about that. Negatives: holding the ball too long. I know this is what everybody says, and there's the option route thing and stuff like that. All of that may be true, but there are times where he should have thrown the ball away instead of holding it and taking a sack. Majority of the times weren't those, but there were times where that did happen. So that's something that I'd like to see him work on. Not stepping into throws. What I mean by that is, I wish I could show a specific video on it right now, but what I mean by that is he throws off of his back foot sometimes. And when you step into throws, you can put more power on the throw. You can, put more force on it. You can get it there quicker and you can throw it further downfield. Part of the reason he wasn't stepping into throws, I believe, is the rush he had on him. And subconsciously, when people are constantly rushing at you and you have to throw off of your back foot or not stepping into the throw, then you get to a situation where subconsciously you keep doing it because you're so used to, being in those situations. Also, he throws some really pretty deep balls, really pretty ones, but there are also some deep balls that he missed. A couple to Travis that were either missed and underthrown, or there were some, I think it was Travis versus Arizona. There's one deep to the left. There's one versus TCU deep to the left. And a few others where had they been let out more, it would have ended up being a touchdown. They still made the catch, but if he leads them, it's a touchdown. So that's the other thing that I want to see improvement on this year. But yeah, number one, we got Shedeur. We expect him to ball out when the Heisman be number one overall pick.
Facts. All that. Great player props you dropping, just letting you know.
Number two, correlating with Shedeur, we got the offensive line. Offensive line.
I think this unit's got the most to prove, bro. You come in, look, 50, your quarterback got sacked 52 times. Outrageous number. We call that the Ray Lewis over here, Buffton Prime. We don't need Ray Lewis this season. You know what I'm saying? Carson Beck got sacked 11 times, just to show you that it's a drastic difference, right? We got the new transfers. They came in, they've gave up a total of 10 combined sacks. Said, hey,
I believe less than 10 total.
Wow.
That shit is, I believe it's less than 10 total combined.
And I agree. They are definitely the key to the offensive success. They're gonna be in the national spotlight for sure. Because Shedeur, Travis, Colorado, Coach Prime, you know what time it is.
Well, not just that, it's Coach Prime last year saying he had to get rid of the offensive line because they weren't blocking. So you got rid of them, you had your choices, and now you got your new guys in. So everyone's paying attention to that specifically. Like, did you guys improve now that you got a new offensive line?
Go watch them film breakdowns on YouTube. You'll see.
It was
man.
Tough. It was
real tough.
So what this offensive line brings, their positives: experience, skill set, great size, like everybody.
Big boys.
I don't believe we have any undersized O-linemen. And now coaching, we got Phil Lodeholt as offensive line coach, former NFL offensive lineman that blocked for Adrian Peterson when he's at the Vikings. And I'm a football historian. So I remember when Phil Lodeholt was coming out in his draft class. Like, I've been watching football for a long time, the combines. So yeah, I've been following him for a while. And I believe, hold on, I just started this. I'm tripping. Phil Lodeholt.
Oh, yeah.
He went to Oklahoma. I'm not sure if he crossed over with Adrian Peterson at Oklahoma, though. But I just thought about that because they were with the Vikings together. But anyways, negatives. Freshman left tackle. And that's not about Jordan Seaton specifically. That's about any freshman, but especially a freshman left tackle.
Hey, that's the thing when in the NFL, a rookie left tackle. They'll be like, I get it. Yeah,
unproven at this level. That goes directly against the experience we talk about. The rest of the guys are really experienced at this level. He's not. So that's something that is going to be a concern. But we expect him to, if you a 5-star number one in the country, we expect you to, get into that. Not worried about him having struggles early on. That's normal. That's part of the growing process. But expect him to dominate going through the season. Another negative is they've never played together. So all these guys have played, but they haven't played together as one cohesive unit. So that's something that, they're going to have to prove, is that they can play together. And it's a new system for everybody. Because everybody's coming in from, other than Tyler Brown, everyone's coming in from different teams. They've never been around these guys or around the system that Pat Shurmur has. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I expect us to just eat up the Big 12, but that they are number 2 most approved. Number 3, I got Will Shepherd. And with Will Shepard. CT, you can go over his stats real quick, and I'm gonna talk about.
Shout out, look, Will Shepard, 2,067 yards in his career, 21 touchdowns. He dominated for a full season.
He dominate?
Oh, will he dominate for the full?
Will he dominate for a full season?
Can he run the full route tree? Can he get separation? Will he start?
Will he start? Yeah. So these are all questions. Should have been a question mark on the first one, but yeah, these are questions. We saw at Vanderbilt, he dominated for the early part of the season, but then when it got to the SEC, it was completely different. So that's what we want to see. Will he be able to dominate the Big 12 for a full 12 games? Can he run the full route tree? What I mean by that is I'm talking hitches, slants, comebacks, digs, corner routes, post routes, go routes, fade routes, pivot routes, drag routes, just all the routes that a receiver runs. We didn't get to see him have the opportunity to do that much at Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was really limited.
Not that vanilla offense.
Yeah, he was just really limited as far as the routes they were calling. Like they were giving him basically 3 routes. So, and these are questions the NFL is going to ask. Everything I'm asking is what the NFL is going to ask when looking at him. Can he get separation? We did not see him get much separation last year. We're watching the film. We weren't seeing him just break free from guys on his routes. And he popped up in the live chat, said he wasn't allowed to run routes a certain way. He had to specifically do exactly what they told him. So I'm interested to see. Now you're in a new offense. You're going to have more freedom. Can you get separation?
And you got a quarterback. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The last thing is, will he start? This is a super deep receiver room. Super, super deep receiver room. I think we have probably seven starters at receiver. Now, regardless of if he starts or not, definitely think he's going to get a lot of play and have opportunities. So starting isn't as much of a concern. Really, it's just when you're in there, ball, make plays, get seen.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, for his pluses, it's a great size, 6'3", 200 pounds, 21 career touchdowns, SEC experience. And then for the negatives, he has only 6 touchdowns in the SEC. The rest were in non-conference play. Route running, when we watched on film, didn't see the separation that I want to see in route running, didn't see the explosiveness. So those are some things that we're going to be looking for him to improve on moving forward. Next, number 4, Omarion Miller,
USC king.
Yeah, CT, you can go through.
Check it out. Maria, 11 receptions, 234 yards, a touchdown. He had 7 catches, 196 yards, and a touchdown versus USC. Was USC a fluke? We did the film breakdown recently. It's on Patreon. Because everybody's like, well, where did he go when you put out crazy numbers like that? Yeah. So check out that. Well, Patreon, though, because they got the film breakdown. You got to get over there. 6'2", 195 pounds. He was a former 4-star wide receiver. Cal got him in as a starter, just so y'all know.
Yeah, I do. And these are the wrong pluses and minuses for these, so excuse us for that. But pluses and minuses on him. He is really good at the run after the catch. Like, I think he's great at running after. These pluses and minuses, by the way, are for LeJontay Wester. Y'all done seen. Y'all know elite. But Omarion Miller, I think he's really good at 50-50 balls, meaning the jump balls where the defense has a 50% chance to get it. He has a 50% chance to get it. I don't think those are the actual percentages when it's getting thrown to him. So I expect him to get more opportunities for that. I think he has good route running. Haven't been able to see enough to say that it's really good or great or elite or anything like that. I think he has sneaky speed. I don't think he's as quick twitchy as guys like LeJontay, Jimmy, Cordell Russell, but he can sneak up on you, as you saw him get behind the defenses versus Arizona State and USC. Great size, 6'2", 195. Think he's a really good player. Minuses is last year, I think they said that, I think Coach Prime said he wasn't seeing things in practice as far as translating. That's why he hadn't played early on. From the spring, we can only see so much from the clips of media and stuff. But yeah, it looks like he's going crazy in practice. So looks like he's improved that. Something I would want to see is improvement on some route running. We talked about a couple in the USC, just small little things that he can do. And it's just harder. And another negative is for people that haven't been able to see all the film. We watched 2 games. I didn't watch the rest of the season specifically for him yet, but to be consistent. So I want you to consistently be getting open, consistently getting separation, consistently coming down with catches, things like that. So I think because everyone saw how good he played versus USC and then didn't see anything after, most people are counting it as a fluke. So his job this season is come out and say, hey, I'm this type of receiver every game. And I showed in his breakdown, he could have had at least an extra 150.
Yeah, easy.
And the extra 2
touchdowns. Yeah, easy.
So really impressive. Now let's get to number 5. Number 5.
Dallin Hayden. Here we go. 663 yards, 6 touchdowns in his career, 27 carries, 146 yards, 3 touchdowns versus Maryland in 2022. Questions. Why couldn't he start at OSU? Can he fix Colorado run game? And can he be a 3-down back? How you feeling about those questions?
Those are the questions that people have and that we have. I don't care about why couldn't he start. As a former college player that played at 2 schools, there's a lot to go into
politics,
why people start and don't start. So don't care about that. It's like I was telling people, Joe Burrow sat for 3 years at least
at Ohio State, same college,
and couldn't start. So had he been when he first transferred to LSU, I guarantee everyone was saying, well, he couldn't start at Ohio State, so why do we goofy? Anyways,
not thorough Burrow
is for Colorado. He's a 1-cut back, meaning that he's going to get vertical quick, get downfield, get us positive yards. Even if it's not home run plays, he's still going to keep the chains moving, which is really important.
Right.
He had multiple 100-yard games at Ohio State as a true freshman, I believe, and I don't even think he started in any of those, at least not the ones that we watched. And we did a film breakdown on him as well. And the negatives, and also another positive, is he breaks tackles down the field. Like he's a really hard runner, runs behind his pads, meaning his pads are going to be the first thing that contacts you. He's not a straight up and down runner. Negatives, only 5 career catches. To be a 3rd-down back, you have to catch the ball out of the backfield. And that's not to say he can't catch the ball. We don't know how many targets he had or anything like that, but you want to see more catches from a guy that can be a 3-down back. The other negative that we mentioned is people are going to say, oh, well, he didn't start, which means nothing. So,
yeah, I'd have been like, the running game is number 5. Michael Welch. I think you could blend all of them in that number 5.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see what the running game going to be, because you need the running game. Like, and since, you lost, Dylan, you know what I'm saying? Because before this, we thought, we got Dylan, Alton.
Yeah, we're good.
We were
great. We got Dylan. Yeah, we're gonna be straight.
That transfer portal open, it was whoa. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what the running game do. I do think we need to be able to run the ball, and I think that's great for when you got a new offensive line that hasn't really played together. You get that running game, get them boys to fire off that ball, and let them get that. So hey, I'm excited to see that. So make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe whenever this hit on YouTube, man. We appreciate you guys. Drop in the comments. Let us know what you guys think or who you guys most top. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Bring it.
Yeah. I mean, no, be scared. If y'all say some crazy stuff, I'm gonna let y'all know. I ain't going. If you say something,
you don't know. You don't know by now.
Have some facts behind it, please, because some of y'all just be spewing nonsense and hoping for the best. Which, yeah, but yeah, man, those are our top 5 most approved for Colorado in 2024, and we hope they all prove them right. We hope they all ball out and do great things. So we're excited to see where this goes. Excited to see how the season goes, how everybody does, and yeah, if you guys aren't, make sure you get into Patreon. That's where this gets dropped first. All of our videos get dropped first. Exclusive access, exclusive content. You can search on Buffed and Prime. You can go to Patreon, search Buffed and Prime, or you could click the description of this video. There's a link there, or on our main page on YouTube. You can find us there. So, man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the support. Again, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And CT, talk to them.
Okay, to evolve. Drop our theme music.
Who's next? Do your words match your video? Yeah, this for my boy TKL, CT the fan. Yeah, we on that buff train, man. Yeah, the boys, they put it down. feel better. It's on you, baby. Yeah, do my boy. Buff that prime. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, baby. Well, hello. Yeah. We buff them prime. Hello. Can't nobody stop us 'cause we buff.